creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. That one doesn't drop. And Denver the other way now. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Here's Lillard. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Here's Jokic after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Murray surveying the D. 5 on the clock. Jokic with the bucket.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Releases, and Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Lillard attacking and finished off by Nurkic.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray kicks to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray left side. On target from 13 feet.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
Outside, Porter kicks to Murray. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And Jokic throws it down.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Here's Simons. Powell, no one around him. Portland again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Millsap stamps it in.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And it's Simons missing. Here's Denver now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Excellent D there from Anthony.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside, Jones puts up a 3. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Anthony.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
Little. He's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. And it's JaMychal Green in for Paul Millsap. Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
On the wing, Porter. .52 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's good for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
McCollum against Barton. Bucket is good.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Barton passes to McGee. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Both free throws good from McGee.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And so McCollum nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Deep 2 from Murray. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver enjoying a 12-point lead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nuggets?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And that one drops for him. Lillard's got his first 2 points of the night.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
This is it to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 5. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Lillard. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Murray. 8 points for him. Jokic with it. The 10-footer. And it's sent back by Lillard. Basket good.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
There's the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Campazzo lays it in off the breakaway. And the Nuggets lead by 16. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Trailblazers.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked. Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team. No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Now, here's Lillard. Here's Cantor. Good defense by Jokic.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
1:21 left to play in the first half. Now Murray. He's got 12. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jones. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony. Covington dishes to Little. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Kicks it out to McCollum. Hands it from downtown. McCollum's got 7 points.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Pass to Dozier. Jokic against Nurkic. Jokic inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the shot is good.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Jokic. Down low. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jokic has got 10 points in the quarter.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
And it is good at the buzzer. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 16 points. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here's Lillard over Murray. Drops in the short one. Lillard's got 8 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And here is Murray. He's got 14. Pass to Jokic. Launches it. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jokic has got 19 points.
Another way that Jokic keeps pressure on the defense is that he can spray home a few threes if you don't keep an eye on him.
Lillard against Porter. The tray. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Murray. Barton outside. Back to Murray. Jokic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now Porter after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Murray outside. He kicks it to Barton. To the inside. Here's Bol. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bol's got his second bucket tonight.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Lillard against Murray. Goes back up. Nurkic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Passes it to Dozier. Anthony against Millsap. Clock at 6. Pass to Dozier. And the shot goes down. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Anthony on the double team and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Portland. Trailblazers trail by 21. There's the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now, here's Clark. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one drops. And the Nuggets lead by 21.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Simons. Ball's knocked loose. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 21. Here's Millsap. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Anthony. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's Simons missing. And Clark has got the ball here for Denver. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Offensive rebound. Here's Millsap. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third. McGee, the pass to Clark. Here's Dozier. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Cantor. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about the toughness of Cantor? Outstanding at keeping his composure and just finding a way to capitalize.
That's good from Cantor. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Deep two from Murray. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's JaMychal Green. Then there's Bull, and it's Porter at the 3.
Man, I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
Now here's Murray. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
He's super hard to guard is Jamal Murray because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
Here's Powell. From the stripe, with the putback, and Cantor able to finish.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Denver calls timeout. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Denver leading by 14. That one misses. Good D by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And a miss there on the triple. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Murray dishes to Bull. Murray the pass to Bull. And here's Jokic. Now here's Murray. 4 on the clock. Barton finds Jokic. That one falls. And it's now 23 points for Jokic.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
Looking to get back on track here. And Lillard with the lay-in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here is Porter, following the score by Damian Lillard. Jokic passes to Murray. And a lot of contact on that one. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Bowl. Portland making their last shot. Jokic with the steal. Here's Powell. It's not going to go for him. And it's Denver the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The Nuggets leading by 14. Here's Murray. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Bowl. The kick out to Barton. Murray outside. Passes to Jokic. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
On the wing, Porter. Murray against Lillard. Jokic high post. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's his first foul. Gentry checked in for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Denver.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And here is Murray after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Here's Jokic. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Porter kicks to Jokic. Fires from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Pass to Powell. This one for three. Here's Covington. Over Jokic. Misses. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Murray. Jokic is out there at goal. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Batum's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in at point guard. Now here's Murray. To the middle, here's Jokic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Outside Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Murray kicks to Porter. Takes the 13-footer. Murray, no good.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Here's Murray. Paul George making his last shot. Count the basket.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
Now, here's George. Inside. And stolen by Barton. Jackson against Murray. And he makes that one.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
George against Barton. Here's Zubac. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Murray against Jackson. Here's Jokic, and it's Denver scoring again. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And he makes the first.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Morris. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Pass to Murray. Green against Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You've got to love the journey JaMychal Green has taken to get into the league, really clawing his way into this team's rotation thanks to his tremendous work ethic.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Denver also making a switch. McGee's checked in. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap at the elbow. That's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Now, here's Kennard. The feed to Rondo. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Wide open look here for Murray. Gets an open look and hits. Murray's got 6.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up jumper is a thing of beauty.
Rondo dishes to Morris. To the paint. Here's Mann. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
They've got Kennard. Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Outside, Green. Millsap passes to Green. Back to Millsap. Lets it go from deep. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
The big thing is that Millsap is attacking, trying to make plays for this team.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Rondo with the ball. Now Bull defending. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jokic, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Leonard kicks to Kennard. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Martin passes to Porter. Fires at the elbow. Second shot opportunity. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Nice open look, but it's no good.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Murray against Kennard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here's Jokic. From the low block, that one falls. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
A nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Jokic. Off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game. It's George on the wing. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Over in the corner, Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. That shot off the mark. And the Nuggets going the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Martin dishes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Puts the move on, and it's good on the layup. Jokic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's George. 8 points for him. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's George. Down low, Zubac. Outside for George. From outside the arc. A putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Shoots over Leonard. It's Porter outside. Batum grabs the miss.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Leonard. Great positioning on the putback. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles.
Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. 19 seconds left in the first half. Rondo passes to Mann. Kennard against Porter. Kennard with the ball. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee, Paul Millsap out there with Clark, and it's Dozier in at the small forward position. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Jackson kicks to George. Takes the 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Murray the pass to Porter. Now, here's Bull. Tight defense on him. It's good.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
George dishes to Jackson. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. George against Barton. George with the bucket. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
And there's the pass to Porter. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. And he gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Murray against Jackson. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bulls got his second bucket of the night.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
To the middle. Outside, George. Jokic with the steal. Bull with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Rondo passes to Oturu. Here's Coffey. Morris looking over the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 13. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. The three. Denver grabs the miss. Pass to Dozier. And it's sent back by George. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. 1:14 left in the third quarter. McGee, the pass to Clark. Over Kennard.
I like when Kennard hustles on D. He's capable of making a difference on that end.
In the corner, George with it. From deep three-point range, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. No good, shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside, George. 35 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 13-point game. Here's Dozier. And again, Denver no good. LA has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss. Clark against Kennard. To the left wing. Here's Dozier. Buries it from three-point range. Dozier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It'll count. Unable to get that one. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Oturu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And they go to the intentional foul. Denver making a switch here. And it's the Clippers with the ball. 10-point lead. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Barton. And Bull wide open. He shoots. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kennard for three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Bull. And the call on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Morris with the rebound.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Bull. Inside, Porter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Rondo passes to Oturu, and it's sent back by Jokic. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 8. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Barton outside. Here's Jokic. The shot comes out, so the Clippers will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Leonard looking around. Passes it to Oturu. Back to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 10. Back to Barton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within single digits. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Zubac kicks to George. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. George has got 12 points here in the second half.
When we talk about George's confidence, when you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Jackson against Murray. The pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Outside for Jackson. Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Now Bull. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. The open shot, Jokic, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. against Porter. Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Releases from 15. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 8.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic, Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter, and it's Bull in at the four-man position. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the four with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Murray, following the miss by Porzingis. Stolen. One-on-one here. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Now here's Porzingis, following the miss by Jamal Murray. 5 on the clock. Doncic passes to Kleber.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Pass to Porter. Now Bart. At the elbow, Jokic. To the inside. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Jokic.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Porzingis high post.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And it's Jokic missing. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Bull. Up and in on the layup. It's all knotted up.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
And Doncic. Here we go.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Doncic following the score by Jamal Murray. A shot by Kleber, wide open, and it's off from 3-point range. Bull with it. Kleber on him. Bull can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. And stolen by Bull. Here's the break for the finish. And Horton throws it down.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. They need this. Up again. Tries yet again. Outside Millsap. Here's Dozier. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Right side Porzingis. Shoots over McGee. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Hardaway finds Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Pass to Clark. Left side Gordon. Here's McGee. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
We've got Jalen Brunson. Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Redick in a 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Well, there's big-time athleticism when you're talking about Hardaway. Puts it on the deck and relentless move to the cup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Mavericks trail by 8. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Brunson kicks to Powell. Brunson the pass to Redick. It's up a 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Gets his shot off with great quickness. Redick knows he has the green light to take those.
The dish to Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And it's Clark in the corner. On the wing, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon. Mavericks with the rebound. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic against Murray.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Here's Murray. That one, no good. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Murray the pass to Jokic. Doncic with the steal, and stolen by Murray. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And again, Dallas turns it over. And the Mavericks with some changes. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Doncic against Murray. Here's Bull. He doesn't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Jokic is running. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Kleba slams it in.
Make no mistake, guys, the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic is special. Even at a young age, this guy can pick apart a defense.
Passes to Gordon. Out to the right wing. Murray surveying the D. Yep, that one goes. Murray's got 6.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Denver came ready to play. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops. And that's a wrap with the third.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So on the floor for Denver. Porter is out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Millsap in at center. Murray, good.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for Millsap, and it's Bull in for Green. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Doncic, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Here's Murray. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Down low. That's tipped. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And Porter, here we go. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Burke, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. The Nuggets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Inside. Good, nice job down low. Jokic has got 8 points.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
And Burke has it in the corner. Out left to the wing. Pass to Melly. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Pass to Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got the lead up to 10 now for Denver.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the middle. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. Denver leading by 7. There's 1:26 left to play in the third. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And the shot goes down.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Clark outside. Right side Green. Outside Gordon. Back to Green. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. And Denver the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Burke. Gordon, the pass to Green. Back to Gordon. Makes it off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Dishes it to Redick. There's the pass to Porzingis. Good on the bucket. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
For 3, Millsap. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nuggets ahead, up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Powell is out there with J.J. Redick, and there's Porzingis, then there's Richardson, and it's Doncic in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Right side, Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Denver calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Denver making a switch here. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
The drive by Jokic. Yes, that goes in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And this is what size and skill will do for you. Jokic refused to let the contact stop him.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Porter. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for Michael Porter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Doncic against Barton. Powell, the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Barton. And too long on the shot. The Nuggets shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And that one's good. Jokic.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Redick with the 3, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. And a switcher also for Denver. Murray's checked in. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Doncic feeling it out. Can they get it? Richardson, no luck. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Mavericks trail by 13. And here is Doncic over Murray. Doncic with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And then Murray with the jam.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Richardson. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Doncic outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Jokic inside. Guarded by Porzingis. 14 feet away. And it's Denver scoring again.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jamal Murray.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Millsap finds Jokic for 3. Murray. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Doncic with the steal. And here's the fast break. From deep three-point range, and the miss. And so it's Denver taking care of business in it. All right, David, great job.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Trailblazers taking on the Nuggets. For the Trailblazers, they know each game. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Bol. Then there's Murray, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And here's Barton. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Barton.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Lillard with it. Now defended by Jokic. And Lillard gets it to go.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Out to the wing. Jokic draws the double. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray, no good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
The D bit on that pass fake, and that freed him up. Jokic has got 6 points.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And then Lillard slams it in.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
Murray against Lillard. From 10 feet out, and that's good for 2. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. The finish. And Barton throws it down.
And coaches and opposition knows that Barton loves to run in the open court. You can see why with the basket on the other end there.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Lillard from outside. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Jokic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Murray with it. Over McCollum. And it's Denver scoring again.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Portland leading by 3. Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Cantor. Jokic with the steal. And there's the pass to Murray. Over McCollum. Cantor against Jokic. Shoots over Cantor. Jokic, no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, as his confidence grows, McCollum gets himself into attack mode, and that's where his game goes to another level. Beautiful drive by the young phenom.
Pass to Jokic. To the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Denver shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Well, it didn't take too long for Jokic to blossom into one of the better young players in the league. Much quicker than most folks, I think, give him credit for.
Back to Cantor. 2 on the clock. Misses the layup.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And some nice instincts shown on the defensive end from Barton to get that one started. Comes away with the steal thanks to that effort. You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons. Actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver. Boy, that jump started everything.
The Nuggets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. And Portland with a change here, too. Damian Lillard's checked in for Powell. Lillard attacking.
Now Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside. Forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Inside, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Stolen. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. The layup off target. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, all night long he's just been on it. He's feeling it, and Lillard will start to call his own number in some of these sets.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Campazzo. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Lillard. And he hits it to tie the game up. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
Nurkic using those active hands and just kick-starting the offense in the fast break.
And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Bull. Passes it to Jokic. 17-foot shot on the way. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. McCollum dishes to Jones. Good defense by Jokic. Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Porter kicks to Murray. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Murray's got 8 points.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
They now take the lead. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Wide open look here for Murray. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Good sign of an efficient shooter there. His release is lightning quick.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Rebound by Murray. Nuggets have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And so they foul intentionally. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in for Derek Jones. And again, Denver no good. For Portland, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bull with it. Covington's there. Murray, good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
With 1 on the clock. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 30 points and 1 rebound. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Bull, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Murray for 3. He can't get that one. And it's Portland the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime? And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 13.
Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Kanter with it. Out guarded by Murray. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. To the inside. Jokic kicks the ball. And it's Portland with the rebound. Powell inside. He's covered by Murray. Powell, that's good. 5 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Murray surveying the D. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Simons the pass to Powell. He feeds it to Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Jokic, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And he commits the intentional foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Powell kicks to Jones. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. McGee with the block. Pass to Dozier. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
It's his first trip to the line.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Such a big guy, Cantor, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Gordon against Covington. Misses off the right iron. Portland's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Powell for 3. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Powell with the steal. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Felt like the whole team knew they were going to get out into transition, and Melo takes full advantage.
29 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dozier passes to Gordon. And Covington sends it back. It's Covington on the wing. Down low, Anthony. Drops in the layup for 2. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to Clark. Here's McGee. It's good. McGee's got 10.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Now Murray. To the middle. Here's Millsap. Nurkic with the block.
Well, Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. If they lead by 8, that's the biggest of the game.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Deep 2 from Murray. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
And they continue to control the glass.
Murray against Lillard, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Murray, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Anthony. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Lillard against Murray.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Off target from outside. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard dishes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one drops. And the Nuggets making a change here. He hits both from the stripe.
And like his father, Manu, Bowles' combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And a deep three from Lillard. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Murray. A beautiful reverse layup.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Lillard left side. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
A minute 50 left in the game. Shot clock at 6.
A good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bol, that's good.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
And an intentional foul right there. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Barton against McCollum. It's Covington on the wing. Back to McCollum. From downtown, hits the three-point bomb. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic with it. He's guarded by Nurkic. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Covington dishes to Powell. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Misses the 3. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Bol can't hit. Here's Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. Goes up from the top of the key. Misses there. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were
nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. And as things...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward spot. And for Denver, Jokic is out there at Bol. Then it's Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Now here's Jackson. The pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Murray right side. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Clock at 4. Here's George. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Murray against Jackson. Murray, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's George. He kicks it to Jackson. Fires the 3. No good that time. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Barton passes to Porter. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Leonard dishes to George. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Here's Murray, and it's sent back by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
And it's Bol that time on the assist by Murray.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
George against Barton. George passes to Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Clark dishes to Millsap. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Here's Mann. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Now into the lineup for the Clippers.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Dozier, and it's blocked. Here's Mann, guarded by McGee. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority from McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Patterson, and he drops it in from the low post. Nuggets trail. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Denver passing it around. Clark inside. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Mann passes to Kennard. Lets the three fly. The Clippers rebound. Zubac kicks to Kennard. For three. Zubac, the second chance points on the tip in. Zubac has got 6.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Denver making a switch here. Now here's Green. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first.
And, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Mann passes to Kennard. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Campazzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Pass to Kennard. Kicks to Morris. Back to Kennard. On the wing, Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
From deep. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now here's Murray. Here's Millsap. Another shot. And the rejection by Jackson.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Morris.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Back to Zubac. Deflects the pass. One-on-one fast break. And that one's good. Barton.
Absolutely terrific in transition. When the floor opens up, Barton attacks and doesn't let up.
Murray against Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
And George has learned a lot and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Zubas. And George drops them both. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver, trailing by 2. Murray, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Jackson kicks to George. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Good on the shot. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Murray after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Murray, the putback. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers leading by 6. And here's Rondo. Batum passes to George. There's the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here's Murray to halt the run, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jokic, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's George. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Murray against Rondo. And Rondo sends it back. Murray, good.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
The Clippers in the lead. 104 left in the first half. Rondo looking over the floor. The 3 from George. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Patterson, he's checked in for Paul George. And that one drops.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Murray. Barton outside. Jokic finds Barton. Denver passing it around. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Millsap with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Millsap passes to Porter. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Back to Kennard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds. Thanks for joining us.
I mean, relay 150 on the freeway, yeah. You the type to hit me up on it. Like, where my girl at?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Paul George really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard.
Amazing athleticism from George. I mean, sprinting towards the bucket and getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Here's Zubac. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
The drive by Green, and they pick up two.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first three attempts.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Count it, good. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
The shot by George, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Green kicks to Murray. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now here is McGee. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
Here's Kennard. They lead by 11. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
He gets it in there. Kennard's got his second bucket.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
Dishes it to McGee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nuggets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That's good from McGee.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, because you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Now, here's Kennard. Passes to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Oturu. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
Pass to McGee. Clark outside. They get it back.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And here's Rondo. The Nuggets getting the bucket. He dishes it to Morris. Three-pointer. And the pass to Coffey. Lots of room. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Dozier. Kennard covering. The Nuggets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. First one falls for him. Los Angeles making a switch here.
2 shots.
Good on both. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Right side, Rondo. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Millsap's running, and the layup is good.
And, you know, for a bigger guy, Millsap runs the break well. He does a nice job of getting into the lane in transition.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Bowles, Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Murray. Rondo with the steal. Man passes to Morris. Got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Los Angeles leading by 9. Outside, George shoots the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Basket counts.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now, here's Zubac. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Over to the left wing. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And Jokic throws it down.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Inside. On the wing, George. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
Jackson passes to Zubac. And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Goes up. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now a 9-point Clipper lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Nice release on the shot. George has put a lot of work into his mechanics, and I like the way he continues to impress from beyond the arc.
1:49 left in the fourth. To the inside, Zubac, and Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 7 rebounds in the game to end the run. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard dishes to Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Nobody near George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
And, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Now Bull following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Bull with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. There's the triple. Denver with a new 14. Bull with it. The tray. They grab their own miss. Jokic on the follow.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
And a deep 3 from George. Off target with that shot. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony. Nestled among the peaks of the... Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Ole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Now here's Richardson. Baseline try. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now, here's Kleber. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Murray against Doncic. Porzingis, good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got his second basket.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Murray outside. And he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Doncic following the score by Jamal Murray. And the dunk by Porzingis.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. Murray outside. Charity stripe shot, and he connects with the jumper.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
Doncic against Murray. The drive by Doncic, and stolen by Bull. And here's the fast break. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Porzingis passes to Richardson. 9 feet out, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Richardson. Porzingis has got 8.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Murray against Doncic. Dallas leading by 4. Pass to Kleba. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Richardson, no luck. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. And Barton throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Doncic finds Kleba. Here's Richardson. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Jokic. It's good. This game is all even.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Brunson kicks to Redick. Back to Brunson. Pass to Pop. Dallas moving it around. And that one is good. He's got 10.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Clark outside. The pass to McGee. Here's Dozier. Guarded by Hardaway. Clock at 6. Here's Millsap. Here's McGee. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Mavericks trailing. Brunson the pass to Redick. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Back to Brunson. From outside the arc. And that's good. J.J. Redick for 3.
The focus, the precision. Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
Powell against Millsap. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Now Brunson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets lead by. And close. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Paul Millsap out there with Aaron Gordon. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Clark in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Brunson with a clean look. A three-pointer, no good. Denver in the lead. Clark with it. Now defended by Cauley Stein. Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Brunson. Millsap's gone 1 of 4 so far. Cauley Stein goes in. That shot off. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. McGee's shot is off. Dallas shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Powell kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Powell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Here's Millsap. Dishes it to Gordon. Banked in off the glass.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Brunson. Following the score by Aaron Gordon. Out to Hardaway. Here's the three. Denver grabs the miss. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And it's Murray with the jam.
Have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Now, here's Doncic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The shot's good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Barton outside. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Barton. From 15 feet away, Jokic, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic with it. Over Murray. And the shot is long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Doncic with the block. Jokic up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Shoots from the elbow. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The Nuggets leading by 3. Barton passes to Jokic. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup. Jokic has got 6 points. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him when we used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Now here's Millsap.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
This is his first free throw of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Millsap. And it's Melli with the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Pass to Dozier. And here's Millsap. He kicks it to McGee. And that's it for the first half of action. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 10 points. And Kenny along with... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Now here's Murray. Here's Bol. The dish to Murray. And a wide open look for Porter. That's good from 17 feet away. Porter's got his first basket.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And the dunk by Doncic. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Here's Murray. He's got 6. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Barton outside, kicks it to Porter. And here's Jokic. Over Kleber. Porzingis with the rebound.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And Kleber slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Doncic against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. And it's Murray with the jam. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in end. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Brunson. After the basket by Will Barton. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. There's the pass to Melly. Now here's Burke. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Murray finds Green. Barton outside. Here is Porter. Jokic on top. Cauley Stein defending. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Up again. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And Cauley Stein throws it down. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, how about the long strides of Aaron Gordon? If he's off the dribble drive, boy, that's a terrifying sight coming at you.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Burke. And both free throws good for Gordon. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Now Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Rebounded by McGee. Here's Dozier, covered by Redick.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Pass to Cauley Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot from 8. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. And stolen by Gordon. Millsap attacking, and Millsap slams it in.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions? This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Stolen by McGee.
What great defensive effort there from Porzingis to get an arm out to contest that shot.
And fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the dunk by Doncic. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Richardson following the missed shot by Will Barton. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And that one's good. Doncic.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Doncic. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Porter passes to Jokic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Well, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And the dunk by Doncic.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Now here's Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic against Murray. Porter passes to Murray. Shot clock at 6. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Doncic makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Can't cash in from close range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Murray with it. Pass to Bull. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The kick out to Barton, and stolen by Richardson. Doncic right side. Wide open look. And it's Denver with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Jokic passes to Bull. Murray outside. Over Kleber. Murray, no good. Jokic with the steal. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. He was all alone on that one. Murray's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Jokic finds Barton. Murray outside. Porter outside. Off on that one. So we see Denver get the win here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.